So I do a lot of speaking outside the university. So I was telling you before, I do some radio hosting on WAMU. I go around and do a lot of talks, not just for like academic audiences, but a lot of my research is about social media and privacy, and that's something that obviously concerns everybody who uses that, which is almost everybody in the US. So I talk about that a lot. So I actually got into the zombie research side of things. I've been a big zombie fan for a long time, and I started teaching one of the I-Series core courses on campus on analyzing social networks. And I introduced a last week of class on how to survive the zombie apocalypse that kind of leveraged what we had learned about how people are connected and how you share information and how diseases, and you could consider zombinism like a disease, how they spread. I think is really interesting and that got me into it is that, we had vampires, right? They were like the thing in the 90s. And then zombies sort of rose up, I think as a response to September 11th, where all of a sudden, like, we were conscious of these people who really wanted to hurt us. And you couldn't logically talk them out of that, right? It was sort of like having this mindless, violent entity coming after us that we couldn't understand. And so zombies kind of embodied that terrorism threat for us in a really interesting way. And so I think the academic part of my brain, aside from just liking the kind of horror movie violence of it and the apocalyptic take on society, I think that kind of higher level reason that we're attracted to them, I think is really interesting. It's a little sad how deeply I have thought about exactly that question. So I've got a whole thing planned out. Number one is that we need to wall off the campus, right? Because you get the zombies out and you wall off the campus. But we're an agricultural campus, right? We're a land grant institution, and we don't need all the parking lots, and there's a lot of green space. So we actually have all the facilities on campus to grow the food that we need to support the population that would live within the walls of this walled off campus. And so I think, you process like, what are the things you need? We need water, we need food, we need security. Building a wall would be a little bit hard, but we have a lot of manpower and equipment. And then, we all need to learn agriculture, but we have a whole department on campus that will teach us to do that. And we've got some cows and sheep, and I think we actually have a lot of resources on campus that we need to survive. And once we wall off the campus, and we've got plenty of people, I think, that can help maintain a secure perimeter, this would be a great place to be.